Hey, people, and welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Merry Christmas. We're going to get in this fight card that's taking place tonight on Christmas. It was supposed to be a fight today in Russia. Murat Gassiev, he was a cruiserweight contender. He basically cleaned out the cruiserweight division with the exception of Alexander Usyk, who's the unified champion at cruiserweight. Well, he was until he moved up to heavyweight, and now he has 3 belts at heavyweight after beating Anthony Joshua in his last fight, and it's rumored that he'll be fighting Tyson Fury soon to try to become undisputed at heavyweight. So, excuse the rain, man. It's coming down out here, man. You know, that Christmas weather. Winter has arrived. But yeah, he was scheduled to fight this morning in Russia in a coming home fight for him. But it got canceled. He broke his arm in sparring. Damn, that shit coming down. That shit kind of gonna fuck up the whole video. I hope y'all can hear me. But yeah, man, he's gonna be a force at heavyweight. This would have been his 3rd fight at heavyweight. After losing to Usyk, he decided to move up. He has great feet. He has good head movement. I mean, he's a cruiserweight coming up, so he has good speed at the heavyweight division. I believe he's going to be a threat at the heavyweight division. He's going to be a player along with Usyk. And yeah, man, I'm excited for the future. Heavyweight boxing. I told you about Jared Big Baby Anderson. Now we have this guy, Gassiev. He's only 28 years old. We have Usyk. We have a lot of nice young heavyweights. Well, Usyk's not young, but he's unknown, and he's coming. He's on the rise. So the heavyweight division is in good hands, to say the least. Yeah, that fight got postponed because he broke his arm. And training the fight with Murat Gassiev. He was supposed to fight Andrei Rudenko. He's just an opponent, basically. I think he lost 4 fights already, Rudenko. So yeah. All right, well, let's get to the fight that is happening. I wish that one was happening, but it's not. So let's get to the fight that is happening. Well, it's a couple. We have Vito Menelinki Jr. He's taking on Nicholas Delamba in a 10-round contest at welterweight. Vito Menelinki Jr. He's coming off of I think his fight before his last one was his loss. He's 9-1 with 6 KOs. He was getting pushed along as a top prospect for PBC, and they were giving him a lot of soft touches until his but even James Morton, he was supposed to be a soft touch. The funny thing is, the guy he lost to, James Morton, I'm just gonna jump ahead a little bit here. The guy who's fighting in the co-main tonight, Joey Spencer, actually beat James Morton in his last fight. And before that, Xander Zayas beat James Morton. So James Morton, I mean, he was supposed to be like a barometer test, basically, for Menelinki Jr. And yeah, man, he kind of failed. Well, he did fail. He lost the fight. He gave Joey Spencer a hell of a fight, but Joey, he had that extra oomph to pull it out. Well, actually, Joey, it was kind of a beating all night, but James Morton was just doing just enough just to make it look like it was a close fight to people who really don't know boxing. But in my opinion, Joey was hitting landing the harder punches, and he just had Joey's very explosive. So yeah, and yeah. So James Martin, he's not a pushover by any means, but he is supposed to get pushed over in that fight by Malinki Jr. PBC was setting it up, but he kind of he let PBC down, and I'm pretty sure he let himself down that night against James Martin. I actually watched the fight live. It was on Fox, which this fight tonight is gonna be live on Fox. And yeah, Martin was just doing just enough to stay in the fight, and then like in a in the seventh round, he just started like fighting from the seventh to the eighth round. He just started fighting a fight of his 8-round fight. He was fighting a fight of his life. And yeah, man, he took those last 2 rounds in my opinion. And if that was what the judge was looking for, if it was a close fight, in my opinion, Martin won. He just outpointed Miller Lincoln Jr. and the judges. Did not rob anyone that night. They did their job and gave the fight to James Martin. So Miller Lincoln Jr., he's 9-1. He's going up against Nicholas, the opponent. He's supposed to be the opponent, the Lumba. We're going to call him the opponent, but man, he might upset Malinki Jr., man. I need to see more out of this kid. This is going to be his first 10-round fight, so let's see. Let's see what you got, man. Yeah, man, it's the big leagues. The training wheels is off. Ain't nobody going to hold your hand in this, so yeah, showtime. And on the co-main, which I feel should be the main, Joey Spencer. He's 13-0 with 9 KOs. Very explosive fighter. He's actually from Michigan, but he's still in Union City, man. Let's get it, man. He in the Bay, he in Union City. This fight is going to be in, the card is going to be in New Jersey. It's a coming home fight for Miller Lincoln Jr. I wanted to add that too before I moved on. So man, you better not let your home crowd down, Miller Lincoln. But yeah, back to Spencer. He's taking on a guy named Ponce. I don't think that's his name. He's 18-4 with 11 KOs. I don't really know how to say his name. Let's see if he make me regret that. If not, in the recap video, I probably won't even say his name. It's kind of difficult. So yeah, make me regret not knowing how to say your name. But yeah, Joey Spencer's going against his opponent. These guys are supposed to be two opponents going against Miller Lincoln Jr. and Joey Spencer. So let's see if they're just opponents, stepping stones, or if these guys trip over these steps. Like Miller Lincoln tripped over James Martin, man. So Joey Spencer, man, he's very explosive. Like I said, his last fight against James Martin, he beat him in a unanimous decision. And yeah, man, I feel like he should get the job done against his opponent tonight. I really like this guy Spencer at 154. He's up there with Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano. But other than that, the division is wide open. Everybody at that division, man, they didn't lose. Every time I think that they're the guy, they prove me wrong. Example: Julius Williams, Jared Hurd. Yeah, man, everybody in that division beating each other. It's like really no big top dog except for Jermell Charlo, in my opinion. So the division is wide open. I hear Danny Garcia is even going to move up to 154 from 147. Because I think he knows the same thing I know. The division is wide open. He can make some money up there. And yeah, man, I feel like the sky's the limit for Joey Spencer. So this is a test for you tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing you pass this test with flying colors. Put on for Union City. Man. The Bay. Let's do it, man. Rob's World of Boxing. Like, subscribe, all that shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the fight's taking, I don't know if I said it, the fights are taking place tonight on Fox at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Tune in. Yeah.